This is Vinnie and James Go Mental, and this is a series of videos for Benicassim FIB Festival about our experiences. We have been going to festivals for years, as you can see here. I've been to Benicassim FIB Festival for 6 years in a row, so I'm going to share my experiences with you if you do plan to go there in the future. We're going to talk about the weather, because it is quite important. James?
It is, yeah. I mean, we live in Barcelona, so we're kind of used to the heat of Barcelona, and that's fine. But it is much hotter. You're a couple of hours south, and it is really hot there. We did see a lot of English lobsters walking around like seriously sunburnt, which does ruins the festival for you if you're super red. So just make sure that you take care. Get some suntan lotion.
I'm a little bit dark as well, and I got sunburnt on my back as well.
It does happen because it's super hot and it is super dry. But as we were walking out of the campsite, I said to Vinnie, oh man, this is probably the only festival in the world, along with Burning Man, where you can absolutely guarantee it's not going to rain. That afternoon, fucking rained.
And it was storming as well.
Yeah, thunderstorms. Yeah. So you do need to prepare for it. You think you're going to be in Spain in the dry heat, and you're not. It can
change so quickly. And some nights it was actually freezing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was so cold.
It's the first time in FIB. It's like I've experienced rain once, but it was literally for an hour. But this was the worst storm I ever experienced. The tent was shaking. It was freezing. I had to put 3 towels on top of me. In the end, I had to buy a blanket the next day. I can't believe how cold it is. Around about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, but as soon as the sun hits you at 6:30 in the morning, you have to get out of your tents. It is really hot there. But yeah, if you are a ginger, don't go to FIB, because you will turn into a lobster.
Don't go to Spain.
Stay indoors. Sun's out, ginger's in, as my favourite saying is. But no, if you are ginger, just wear more clothes.
Factor 90.
Factor 100 if they actually sell it. And if you are sensitive, no, you need to cover yourself up. It's not fun, especially if you're going to get sunstroke as well. It's really not fun. So the weather, it can be extreme. Just bring a blanket just in case, because this year it was quite cold when it gets really late in the night as well. We're going to talk about a controversial subject, which is drugs. I know some of you guys out there, when you go to festivals, you go crazy. We don't endorse it here, but we need to warn you on some implications. I've seen people for years get done by the police, get strip searched, you name it, and you just need to be safe. Just remember, when you do go to a festival, if you're in the area, so if you're in Campfest or Villacamp, there will be local drug dealers in there, from what I've seen and what I've heard. If they're not from Spain, chances are they're legit. Sorry, Oscar, I know you're Spanish. I'm not saying Spanish drug dealers don't exist, but what we've seen is, what I've seen and what I've heard as well, horror stories, is that when you go outside, because there's no police inside Campfest, there's no police inside Villacamp, there's no police actually in the festival. So basically, if you go outside the festival, there is a lot of undercover cops, and they're looking to get fines. I've been fined once for not wearing a seatbelt, and they really are sensitive. The local Benicassim police are just out to get money. So obviously it's the only time of the year where there's people going to festivals. Like I said, we drove in one year. I had my seatbelt on, the driver had a seatbelt on, the 2 people in the back didn't. They stopped us as we were going into the festival, and they fined them both €90 for not wearing a seatbelt in the back. They have any excuse, and especially if you don't speak Spanish, they don't care, and they expect you to pay cash straight away. If you don't pay cash straight away, they're going to double it as well. You can protest it, but I'm not saying this happens, but when you give them the cash, I'm pretty much sure they rip, and then they keep it in their pocket. Just be careful. There is a lot of undercovers outside, so if you do go to buy drugs, it is illegal, and you will get arrested, you will get fined.
But people are getting strip searched, and not like strip searched in public, but like there are plenty of undercover police who literally just pull people over and just start ripping through their pockets.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're walking around like out of your fucking tree and just like falling about all over the place, expect for someone to come up to you and start going through.
Yeah. Like I said, in the festival, it's fine. There's been one year when I got absolutely drunk, and I was it was on the last night as well. As I was walking out, I was just wearing shorts, and I was drunk. I was walking, and as I came out, it's called what's the top police called here in Barcelona? The Guardia Civil. Yeah. They stopped us, and it was me and my mate. And they thought we were on drugs. We weren't. We were just totally drunk. And they pulled us to the side in front of them, and they strip searched us in front of people. And these guys, you cannot argue with them. Local police, they're okay. National Police, a little bit worse, but when you get to the Guardia Civil, if you mouth off to them, you're not in the UK anymore, anywhere in Europe, as soon as you talk to them, they will slap you, they will hurt you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know this sounds wrong, but it is absolutely true. So if you do get stopped by the police, don't mouth off. You're not in England. In England, you can tell a police officer to go fuck himself and nothing happens. In Spain, you will get a lot worse. I was in my shorts, they asked for my wallet, I gave them my wallet. They were just throwing it on the floor, going through it, checking everything in the pocket, looking for drugs, obviously. Then they told me to drop my pants, which I haven't got a problem with doing that. They were shocked at how small my penis actually was. But they basically had to, I had to lift up my nutsack because they thought I was smuggling in there, and it was crazy. And this is actually a true story. So, like I said, if you do get stopped by the Guardia Civil, do everything they say. If they suspect anything, they will go crazy on you. And I remember that day when I'm coming out, we had nothing on us, we were just drunk. We saw a queue of people. There must have been about 15 or 20 people, because obviously the people have been caught with drugs in the corner, and they were shitting themselves. And what they do in Benicassim, if you get caught at all in the festival with drugs or anything illegal, kiss this wristband goodbye. You won't be able to get back into the festival, you won't be able to do anything. Even if you printed out your ticket and you go back there, they've already marked it as already been given. They're not going to give you another one. So be smart. If you are going to get fucked up over there, if you're going to do illegal substances, buy it inside the campsite. Like I said, we're not endorsing this, but we'd obviously want you to be safe. And also, if it is at a festival, expect the quality to be terrible. It's going to be mixed with shit. So we do not endorse this. Drink responsibly, go crazy, enjoy yourself. Don't ruin your trip by actually buying something bad, overdosing, getting caught by the police, ruining your weekend, being ginger and getting sunburn. Don't risk it. It's really, really not worth it. This video is sponsored by Goso.io. These guys help you go viral on Instagram. They deal with celebrities all over the world. If you want to use a coupon code, which is GOMENTAL, you will receive money off, and it will show support to this channel as well. Thank you, guys.
I think you've pretty much covered it all. I mean, it's just like any festival, you know, everyone's going to get fucked up. That's why people go there, is because you're working like, you're working a 50, 60 hour week, and you go and just let loose at a festival. So guys, absolutely let loose, but just be careful, man. Just remember, you are in Spain, you're not in the UK anymore. The UK police are far more forgiving than these guys, because they will just pull you over, and if you do start mouthing off at this, they will literally slap you and pull out a baton and hit you, because that's the way it is.
Yeah, exactly. So the police here in Spain are totally different. It's like there's more respect, and I kind of prefer that in a way, because it stops people being cheeky, and especially in the UK, these police sometimes actually carry guns as well. So just be careful. You're not in the UK. I've seen people like mouthing off to police in the past, especially when I used to live in Malaga, and get slapped. And you go, oh, good to take you to court. Do you speak Spanish? No. Do you have proof? No. Does anyone see it? No one cares. So just be responsible. You are in Spain. It is a different law over here, and it don't take shit from anybody.
As we were walking into the site, actually, remember, like, as you go into the main entrance to go into the festival and everyone's getting searched, there are literally police standing there with colossal assault rifles, like the kind of thing you'd expect to see in Iraq. I mean, it's like... Yeah,
these are the Guardia Civil. These guys go all the way back. What was the dictator in Spain that you had? Franco. Yeah, it's not a good word to say here in Barcelona, but these guys were created by Franco, and these guys are above the law, and they if you recognize them, they look like soldiers. They have berets, they carry guns. I mean, a few times I've said hi to them, they just look at you like, there's nothing you're gonna get from it. Don't joke with them, don't mess around unless you know one. It's different, then you're lucky. But apart from that, just be careful. In terms of drugs as well, over the years when I've been in Campfest, I expect to see people off the trolley. Now, you're going to see loads of drunk people. It's normal. You're at a festival. Expect to see people on drugs, especially I've been a few times where I've seen people actually struggling to walk. I think that's ketamine, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
On there. So basically, if you are sensitive for seeing people on drugs, expect it. There's nothing. You're at a festival. You're going to get people who are high as a kite coming over talking to you, being friendly. Just be nice. You're at a festival. Everyone's there to let loose. You will see more of it. But what I noticed is when I was been glamping over the years, there's none of that. because it's more secure and obviously pretty much sure it's a different class of people. You didn't see that whatsoever, and especially in Villacamp when you're paying just to get into the camp, I didn't see one person. I've seen a few drunk people, that's about it, but there was no people going off the tits, like, you know, conversion going around and actually talking to people. It was just private, it was more private over
and
there.
it was a lot quieter as well. Like in Campfest, you get these all-night parties, and you can expect to really not sleep properly for like 3 days. But in Villacamp, you know, we'd get back there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and like, yeah, people are just very, very quiet.
Yeah.
that guy on the last night, at about 5 in the morning, some guy just shouted out at the top of his voice, like, "I've come! Just want everyone to let everyone know I've come."
Everyone was applauding.
Everyone was applauding through the tents and that, yeah.
Expect, like I said, if you are sensitive and you're sensitive to people being drunk, being on drugs, being rude, being obnoxious, you name it, don't go to a festival. It's not for you. Go and book a hotel. That's what it's there for. You are going to meet a lot of characters. We met a few people actually who were 2 away from us. I can't repeat it. They were like uncle and niece, and we heard them fuck one night, which was a bit wild as well. We don't endorse this type of stuff.
What, incest?
Incest, yeah. And I remember the next day we saw them out and they were looking very happy. And I was like, "Hey, so how long have you guys been together?" And they're like, "No, we're uncle." And I was like, "But I heard you." Because when she came, she shouted "Uncle Daddy" or something like that. It's a bit wrong. I don't know what that means. But if you're watching this, I'm not saying your names. But yeah, you will meet some really fucked up people, and in a nice way. It's like everyone's like a family there. You do get some Essex people.
Everyone is super friendly. I've got to say that. As you're walking around the campsite, if you just look at someone, just say hello and just have everyone's there to have a chat and just enjoy the story.
We talked to loads of people because James is a professional magician, and we got backstage, which if you see in future videos, you're going to see us performing to some of the top musicians who performed at Benicassim this year as well. And James is a friendly person, and I'm a friendly person. We like talking to people, getting to know people. You do magic to people in the street. So if you see this guy in Barcelona or in any festival, feel free to go and see him. No, he's not hard to spot. He looks like the evil kid out of Harry Potter, which has grown up. Yeah. So I wish I had hair. As well. But no, like I said, if you are super sensitive, don't go to FIB. Book a hotel, you'll be fine there. And the hotels are miles away, so expect to get a taxi. Please if we get over 500 likes on this video, we will release more material. Please share to your friends who plan to go to FIB. You will see us there every single year, so if you see us, give us a high five. This guy will do some magic for you as well. We will be giving some giveaways as well, because now we're an ambassador for FIB Festival. The more people that we get involved with this thing, we will be giving competitions for backstage and even free tickets to get in there. So please subscribe. Any of our subscribers will get a chance of actually winning free tickets as well, and meeting the team here at the Pumpish Network. But you guys have been amazing. Put your comments in the comments below and we might feature them in the future. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe.
Peace. Guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. Please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment on them, and check out the other playlist videos on the Pumpage Network.